Now, from 41 NBC Sports, it's time for Friday Night Football scores and highlights. You're in the end zone. Brought to you in part by Fresh Air Barbecue, affordable storage of Jones County, and attorney Mike Costello, with Bill Shanks, Tucker Sargent, and Montez Allen.
Happy Friday and welcome to our show. I'm Bill Shanks from Middle Georgia's ESPN. Tonight we've got state semifinal action for the teams remaining in our area. Montez will be here later with the game of the week, the first semifinal game in quite some time for Jones County. Let's get started with Warner Robins and Starrs Mill in the other 5A semifinal matchup. The Demons have been on a roll. They beat Clark Central by 5 touchdowns last week. And tonight they welcome Starrs Mill to McConnell Talbot Stadium. The Panthers from Fayetteville had won 8 straight coming into this one, including a 1-point win last week in the quarterfinals. Here we go for the action. The MAC, where the Demons were ready to rock and roll. Oh boy, were they. You have no idea. There they go. First quarter from their own 20. Jalen Addy to Jalen Rutherford. Up the middle for about 21 yards to the 41 for a first down. Rutherford again now. Watch this offensive line do its job. How about that? Great blocks for a gain of 16. Play action now. Addy complete. Davion Walker right there at the 30, and he's going to get pushed out right around, I buried the lead there, right around the 8-yard line. Now from the 4, Addy to Armand Porter. How about a touchdown? The first of many. PAT was good, 7-0. Demons out on top. Demons get it back on the Panthers 48. Watch this pass right there, middle of the field, number 2, Markel Jones. He almost took off, but then it got popped out of bounds. They would get it, of course, with good field position. Addy keeps it. Watch this run. Look at that blocking. Get out of the way, ref. I'm going to score a touchdown. How about that? 14-0 after the PAT. Guess what? The Demons get it back. This is a recurring theme. They're on 35-yard line. Addy to Rutherford, right side, and he gets it to the 47-yard line. Now Addy, shotgun, back, looking now in a little bit of trouble, running, and he gets to Walker, complete, and he gets all the way down to 30 of Starrs Mill. Now for the 7, James Smith. He wants to get involved. Look at that run. Great run up the middle. Touchdown Demons. 21-0 with the extra point. This was easy. How about 55-3 the final? Demons now 13-1, and they head to the finals for the 3rd straight year. Let's head to Cordele, where Crisp County hosted Jenkins in the AAA semifinals. Check out the referees, and that band for Crisp County sounded incredible tonight. First quarter, Cougars on their own 42. A.J. Lofton to Marquez Palmer. But the Warriors would stop him cold. They did a lot of that early on. Later in the first, Jenkins down their own 31. Cougars defense just as impressive. Chris Paul Jr. with the tackle. Cougars get it back. Nice play here. Lofton, Preston Levant. How about a 41-yard completion to give Crispin good field position? Now from the 27, handoff. Samaj Chatfield, but the Jenkins defense was tough all night. The run game, he fumbled. The Warriors would recover. No offense early on in this game. Second quarter now, Crisp on the Jenkins 32, handoff to Palmer. Great run. This is a touchdown, but it's called back on a holding play. The coaches upstairs weren't happy, but the drive stalled. Jenkins gets it back for their own 42, handoff. Demazio Harris. Nice run to the Cougars 42. Here's the completion now. The Cougars wanted a flag but didn't get it. They would not get the flag. Jenkins down the 2, handoff to Harris. Touchdown. PAT got blocked right here. It was 6-0 Jenkins. We had to leave to get back, but that's okay. Cougars bounced back with a 14 spot in the second half. Crisp County wins it 14-6. The Cougars will play for their first ever state championship next Saturday at 1 o'clock. Great news from Cordele. When we come back, John Milledge goes for a state championship. More scores and highlights coming up right after this.
More highlights coming up on the End Zone. Tonight's catered meal for the End Zone crew, provided by Zaxby's. Indescribably good chicken. Indescribably great support of our community. In the End Zone. Brought to you in part by Fresh Air Barbecue, affordable storage of Jones County, and attorney Mike Costello. With Bill Shanks, Tucker Sargent, and Montez Allen.
John Milledge went for its second state championship in 4 years tonight at Mercer's 5-Star Stadium against the Valwood Valiants from Valdosta. JT Walsh Trojans from Milledgeville have really been a machine this season, scoring right at 40 points per game, but it's the Trojans defense that has them in this game tonight. John Milledge had allowed just 4.25 points per game through the first 12 games of the season. Here we go to Five Star Stadium for the AAA State Championship of the GISA. Look out, Clenard! Valwood with the ball first quarter in their own 20. Zach Polk, the quarterback, complete to Jaheim James to the 35, a gain of 15. Then from the 42, Polk to James, complete to the 47, gain of 11. They are driving on that defense I talked about. Ala Brown catches the slant pass. He's going to take off. Look at that speed right there to the 36 for a first down. Now for the 15, Polk to Brown. Touchdown, Valwood. Are you kidding me? Come on, Trojans. Get with it. They missed the PAT 6-0. Enjoy that touchdown. That was it. Trojans get it from their own 30. Ahmad Foston. Watch this guy. Just one play after another. How about to the 30? Foston's our player of the game, of the night, of the day, of whatever. Look at this. To the 1. Not in there yet, but don't worry. He'll get it. Can he play for Georgia tomorrow against LSU? PAT good 7-6. Second quarter, Foston. He's running all over people. Get out of his way. Look at there. JT Wall looked like that many years ago. Now the 30. Boy, this kid is really good. But the quarterback, Hopkins, says, you know what? I'm going to keep it this time, Foston. Watch this. To the 8. Puts him in good field position and gives it to his man. Foston, touchdown. 14-6, John Milledge. Valwood, quarterback. Polk in trouble. Ball out, loose. Jamazon Roberts gets it, recovers for the Trojans, and guess who they give the ball to? Foston. 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 Touchdown, John Milledge, just 20-6. Well, it was kind of easy. Final score, 62-19. They were just being nice to Valwood. 62-19, John Milledge wins their state championship in AAA. How about that? Congratulations to JT Wall and the Trojans. The game of the week's next, but let's first have our band of the week.
It's time for the 41 NBC Band of the Week, sponsored by Zaxby's. Catch your favorite high school bands on 41NBC.com/band.
Hi, my name is Todd Howell. I'm Director of Bands of the Warner Robins High School Demon Marching Band. They work hard every day to bring their demon pride to the crowds they see on Friday and Saturday night.
Catch your favorite high school bands on 41NBC.com/band, sponsored by Zaxby's.
Don't forget, you can watch the End Zone live on the 41NBC app. Download today. Tonight's catered meal for the End Zone crew provided by Zaxby's. Indescribably good chicken. Indescribably great support of our community. NBC Sports continues inside the End Zone.
For years, football observers have believed Jones County was a sleeping giant for high school football. It's a growing county with only one high school, and that can usually produce a solid program. Justin Rogers got it going a few years ago before leaving for Colquitt County last summer. Mike Chastain, who led Warner Robins to 2 straight title games the last 2 years, has continued the good work this year, leading the Greyhounds to the first trip to the state semifinals since 1961. Tonight, Jones County hosted Buford in gray, a team that has won 4 state titles this decade. Here's Montez now with our game of the week.
All right, the Greyhounds in the semis for the first time in 58 years. Let's see if they can get the W. DJ, you know what to do. The Hounds locked, loaded, and ready to go, and Buford looking to shake up the place. First quarter, second play of the game, Gabe Irvin on the carry, but his name ain't Mariah. No singing in today's game, just all business. He's blowing past everybody. A gain of 49 on the play. Buford will have to settle for a field goal, though. Hayden Olsen from 31 yards out, and it's good. Buford on board first, 3-0. But here come the Hounds. First and 10 from the 20. Hunter Coslow fires downfield and puts it right on the money for Malik Wooden, who fights for extra yardage, pickup of 39. Next play, Andrew Gardner on the carry, right up the gut, and he's brought down at about the 29-yard line. Later in the drive, under 4 to play in the first, the Hounds going for it on 4th and goal, but Coslow is sacked. Big stop by the Wolves, still 3-0 after one. Second quarter, same score, but not for long. Buford showing off, trading rank to C.J. Clinkscales. One ankle, two ankles, and he's in the end zone. PAT is good, and it's 10-0 Buford, but it ain't over. 15-0 Buford now. Under 4 to play, Dylan Whitkey with the QB keeper. Breaks a tackle and is finally pushed out of bounds. Gain of 21 on that run. 2 plays later, Victor Venn from 13 yards out, and he finds the end zone. Put 6 on the board. Extra point is good. That makes it 22-0. And the Wolves will go on to blank Jones County 29-0, silencing the crowd at Greyhound Field. They'll play Warner Robins in the state title game next week. Buford just was a better team tonight, Bill. Tough matchup for the Greyhounds.
Really was. Montez Buford's been a great program for a long time. We'll give you the matchups for next week's state title games, but first it's the 41 NBC Fan Cam.
Visit 41NBC.com to watch and replay all of tonight's highlights. Tonight's catered meal for the End Zone crew provided by Zaxby's. Indescribably good chicken. Indescribably great support of our community. Watch the End Zone highlights again on 41NBC.com.
Middle Georgia's ESPN is on 93.1 FM in Macon, 105.9 FM in Warner Robins, along with 98.3 FM all over South Central Georgia. Join me weekdays at 3 for the Bill Shanks Show. You can also listen live online at thesuperstations.com. All right, well, we've got one more game to show you. Let's go to Thomasville, Dublin, taking on the Bulldogs for a trip to play in the AA state title. Thomasville has been pretty good for a while there. All right, Dublin starts off 7-3. This is Markel Mitchell handing off to Jaquez Evans for another touchdown. That made it 14-3 Dublin. Now Thomasville, Ronnie Baker back to pass, but it's going to be picked off by Dublin. And Dublin gets it back, goes to work. Evans, oh man, is he good. Watch this. He just runs, and he had over 300 yards in the first. Can he go to Atlanta tomorrow for Georgia? Evans had over 300 yards in the first half. It's 21-3 Dublin. Bulldogs now, Baker passes to Kevin Cochran. Watch this nice play here for the Thomasville Bulldogs all the way down to the 15 as he goes the other side of the field, 30, 25, 20, and down at the 15. As I said, then Baker to Peyton Singletary, and Thomasville gets on the board here. PAT would make it 21-10, Dublin still leading. Now Dublin, Zion Kemp, and he almost gets it, knocks out right there, and then Evans says, I'll do it. Touchdown Dublin, 28-10 after the PAT. Bulldogs now, Ricky Fulton, way down the field, watch him go. Big gain here for Thomasville, first down as well. Then Baker looking and finds Singletary, and this is going to be a touchdown for Thomasville. PAT would make it 28-17, Dublin still leading. Now Jaquez Evans again. Watch this run. This guy is unbelievably good. Another touchdown for Dublin. PAT would make it 34-17. Bulldogs, Baker now back to pass. Bounces off a helmet, and it's picked off by Dublin and Romello Hike, who's going to play in college. Touchdown, 41-17. By the end of the half, it was 41-24 Bulldogs. Dublin led, 41-24, and Dublin wins it to 45. Evans had over 300 yards the first half. Dublin goes to the AA state title next week. Let's go to the scoreboard. We start in single A private. Wesleyan over Fellowship Christian 56-20. They'll play Eagles Landing next Friday at 10 a.m. Single A public. Irwin County shuts out Clinch County 36-0. They play Marion County next Saturday at 10 a.m. As we said, Dublin over Thomasville 55-45. Dublin will now play Brooks County. That'll be Friday at 1 o'clock. Also, Chris County, as we said earlier, over Jenkins 14-6. They'll now play Cedar Grove, the team that knocked out Beach last week. They beat Greater Atlanta Christian 28-18. That game will be Saturday at 1. Saturday at 4:30, the Quad A game as Blessed Trinity will play Oconee County. Oconee County knocks out Sandy Creek. Allatoona in 6A beats Richmond Hill in overtime tonight, 17-14. They'll play Harrison, which won at home over Decula, 38-7. Friday at 8's that game. And in 7A, Marietta over Parkview and Lowndes over North Gwinnett. Those two teams will play Saturday at 8 for the 7A state championship. So we have three teams in our area still left to go. Friday, 1 o'clock, Dublin and Brooks in AA. 4:30, Warner Robins and Buford in 5A. Those two games will be on Middle Georgia's ESPN, by the way. And then Saturday, Chris County will take on Cedar Grove in AAA. That's our show for tonight. Thanks for being with us. I'm Bill Shanks. And for all of us at 41 NBC, good night.